best. However, rumor has it she wants to criticize me for something about Groundhog's Day, which is just inappropriate. Good morning, Pat Blassie.
Well, what did you do to that poor groundhog that it made him see a shadow? Now we got 6 more weeks of this unbelievable junky weather.
You understand, first of all, bad weather in St. Louis is good for a travel agent because you can get us all down to the Caribbean.
I understand that more than anybody. but I
did it for you. I did it for you.
I should have known that.
See?
You're just the nicest
I'm a
guy
giver.
in the world.
I'm a giver.
You are. No, isn't this the most depressing?
Yes.
It's just none-ending.
Yes, this is the dog days of winter. Yes.
This is like the worst winter we've had in a while.
Well,
travel is good. You're absolutely right. I mean, we are so busy, and the phones just keep ringing, which is great. I'm not complaining about that.
Right.
I'm just, I'm so busy though. I can't go away. So well,
that's outrageous.
That's outrageous, right? Right.
So people still calling to go down to the Caribbean, Mexico, get away for a couple days?
Everywhere. You know what's really big this year? I mean, we're getting more calls on Hawaii almost as much as the Caribbean.
Really?
Hawaii's really, really big. Yeah, even though it's a pretty long,
it's a hike.
air ride, and very, very popular. Caribbean is big, and even with all the bad publicity that Mexico got last year, and which really has turned out that some of it was true and some of it was not true, that's turned around. So we're getting a lot of Mexico business, and the thing of it is the whole country's having bad weather, so everyone's going away. So space is tight,
right.
in some of these places. One thing. I just saw that passports are going up, so I just wanted to put that little tip out there. Everyone, if your passport needs to be renewed, do it the next month or so, and you'll save $10. It's going up to
the cost of it.
$145 now.
Yeah.
And for children, it's going up too. One thing with passports, I just want to remind everyone: if you're thinking of traveling, even say you're traveling in June, and you're going to come back in July, make sure your passport then is good through next January. It's got to have 6 months on your return. 6 months past your return. So don't just think,
6 months.
My passport's
6 months past.
Don't think, my passport's good.
Right. Not past your takeoff, your return.
It's your return, and people think that just because it's July. Mine expires in October. I'm good.
Right.
It's got to be beyond that, and we're seeing more and more people getting a little bit, caught up by that. And same thing with their children's passports. They're remembering their own, and they think their children's.
Right.
Also, it was 10 years, but they're only 5 years, and they get ready to go on a trip and realize that their child's passport is not valid.
I just renewed mine for our trip to Ireland, I guess. It was a very easy process. I mean, I was really
easy.
I was really worried about it, but it actually turned out to be a very easy process.
Yeah, the renewal is I mean, actually, it's very easy with a new passport even versus a renewal.
Right.
So just some of the tips: travel insurance. We're finding is more and more people are considering it when you think about all the delays and the things that can happen. It's just a reminder, and more of the the insurance companies, they've extended and expanded their offerings. You now can buy, used to be mostly just for medical accident. You can actually buy just for, for business, like say, your boss says you can't go. I need you here. You're not going on. Yeah, I know you're scheduled for vacation, but
right.
Sorry, you're going to stay here. So if you have this type of insurance, you would be protected, and your monies would be protected.
Yeah. All right, good to know. I know you're a big fan of that insurance, of that travel insurance.
Well, I am a big fan. In fact, I was just reading the hurricane claims from the hurricane. We're talking about travel insurance, not property damage, not individual home damage, but insurance claims, hurricane claims were up 40% this year. So, I mean, the need is there.
Right.
And it's just really a question. It's your own, it's really an individual question. You know, you're spending
Right.
$2,000, $5,000. You know, hey, that's not a big thing to me. Yeah, that's a big thing. I don't want to lose $2,000.
Yeah, no question about it. While we have you, Pat Blassie, with Altair Travel Cruises, right next to O.B. Clark's, what's going on with our trip in May?
Well, I can't get here soon enough.
Well, I hear you clucking big chicken. Yeah. Groundhog said, "Hurry up." Yeah. What's
going on with it?
Any news we should know about? Anything going on?
Well, no, just that it's a wonderful trip. You know, starting out in Venice and going to Croatia and Dubrovnik and all these beautiful. It's going to be sunny and warm.
I know
waters.
it's going to be fantastic.
We're going to be on this unbelievable. I can't wait. I really can't wait to see everyone's expression and enjoyment of this ship, because this is the first time for you.
Right.
And, this is a sailing ship. And, it's not a windjammer, which kind of,
right.
I mean, it has its stabilizers, everything. The sails are controlled. We don't have guys climbing the ropes and all that, but it is so elegant and so beautiful, and it brings a whole different experience to cruising.
Yeah, no, it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah, I just can't. So in addition to the ports that we're going to, being on this, and it's a small ship, so we're all going to be chummy, and it's going to be great.
It's going to be a good time. Pat Blassie, Altair Travel Cruises, for everyone's travel needs. Call Pat Blassie, but not too much, because she's looking to get out of town herself. So, Pat, have a good day. We'll talk to you later.